That was
Oh, don't
powerful.
stop. Don't
Oh,
stop, because Wynton Marsalis is about to join us.
yes.
Um, I think most of us know Wynton Marsalis, an internationally acclaimed musician, composer, and band leader, an educator, and a leading advocate of American culture.
There he is.
Co-founded Jazz at the Lincoln Center. How about that?
Yes.
And that established jazz in equal stature within traditional art forms. Thank you, Wynton, for the work
Great.
that you have been doing.
Thank you
And
so
thank you for
much.
being on here tonight.
Yeah, I'm honored to
Um,
be on here. Thank y'all for having me on here. Thank you.
and we apologize. It's a lot to say right now. It's a lot in
Me
our
too.
hearts, a lot of
Yeah.
passion.
Right.
Tell us about your passion. I know you were involved in you were instrumental in the removal of the Robert E. Lee Memorial in New Orleans, and of course there have been other movements as a result to remove some of these memorials across this nation, and it's a real difficult issue, very controversial. Some people feel that if they remain, they still symbolize and say that we're committed to continuing racism. But when people truly remove them, it says that they are committed to changing the narrative and changing the direction of our society. So what do you say?
Yeah, I think everything is important, and that's why I applaud the civil unrest that we have, and I applaud also everybody talking in every way. Some problems are so great that no one person
That's
has
right.
a solution, and no one is like trash. You know, you learn when you were younger, they had the big pick up the trash campaign. People who are old enough maybe will remember. Everywhere you see trash, you got to pick it up. And it's all over when it comes to this type of issue. So I think we need to reform our civic and cultural life, our religious institutions, our business, our political practices. So it's a good time for everybody to become united around picking up this trash. And racism is the heart of a lot of it. So if you see symbols of it, yeah, they need to go. And the laws make a difference, even though they get reversed. If you think about how lynching was commonplace in the South,
Mm-hmm.
a few people getting put in jail, stop that as a practice. Now, of course, it went another way. It started putting people in jail. And I think that we have to address what's on the table right now. And when we're dealing with the police issues, everything we look at that we can reform is going to help. So we need to concentrate on fighting qualified immunity.
Right.
That's number one. The second is no grand jury trial. Now, when your father and them was protesting and doing everything, they had an entire legal wing of their battle.
Mm-hmm.
So they said,
Right.
we're going
Yeah.
to get out here in the streets and we're going to fight a military style battle with the tools at hand. But we also going to have our legal wing and we're going to change laws. So when the
That's
civil
right.
rights legislation was enacted in the mid 60s, it took till the last 10 years to tear all of that down. So we got to rebuild these type of foundational legal elements. We need to address the police union in their power. And we need to retrain
Yes.
officers and redefine success. If I'm a police officer, I think I'm successful because I can knock you in the head or abuse you. That's my concept of success. We have to retrain their concept. Your success is getting in the community, working with people, putting factions together. We can't have the police doing everything, dealing with wild dogs in the street and all the kind of things we call them for. Focus on working for the community. And you got to realize too, the community is not what pays the police. The police are the military wing of the political structure. So we have to
That's true.
redefine. And
That's
the
true.
Romans taught us, whoever pay you, that's who you're going to listen to.
That's
So,
true.
I think if we focus all the energy we have between young and old people, black and white people, focus that energy on something tangible that we can come away with, concentrate on that qualified immunity, that grand jury trial, addressing the union in its power, retraining officers, and have them do less. We're going to find success in this issue. If not, we're going to feel good for a few months, then we're going to feel real bad.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We're going to feel real bad.
So for
Even with the eyes of the world upon us, we got to
yeah,
focus all that energy to something that is attainable, is doable,
Mm-hmm.
that will result in tangible change.
absolutely.
And that's
Amen.
difficult to achieve. The mechanics are hard because Hollywood like the halftime speech. I give you a great speech, but our team ain't gonna win if we're not ready to fight the battle that's in front of us.
Right.
And for
You know what
you,
I'm
this
saying?
was yes, and for you, this was personal though. When you walked by that Robert E. Lee statue, this was personal because your
It's all
uncle,
personal.
yeah,
When
your
your daddy
uncle,
got killed, it was personal. I was in
yeah,
second grade. I went from
Mm.
complete segregation to integration.
wow,
Okay,
Wow.
so on a personal standpoint, I could tell you a lot of personal stories, okay, but it's this more important than my personal story. It's all personal.
yeah,
Mm.
I've been in our schools dealing with our issues, us being degraded, us degrading ourselves,
Yeah.
even against us. It don't matter. I've been fighting this battle my entire life, and I love it. And
wow,
I love the energy I'm seeing from our young people, not for now,
Yes.
all the time.
yes,
You're saying when to stop, don't stop. That's it. Because you're going to be fighting your entire life for this. Black, white. Don't forget, we got a powerful coalition with the average white person that's out here. They don't like that tax bill that was put on them.
mm-hmm.
They don't like it. That's in our coalition. They don't
Mhm.
like that their rights being trampled on too. And let me
That's
tell you
right.
something. After the end of June, it's going to really start hurting them. That's our coalition.
Yeah,
Don't create a thing where you against them. Nah, they bad, because when you get mad at something, you ain't slapping bullies. You go and slap whoever you can slap.
Yeah.
So you know
That's
what I'm
true.
saying? We got
yes,
to really see and be intelligent in this moment about articulating who we are, where we are, and what we want to see
Hmm.
done. I don't need you to apologize to me or put your hand on my shoulder or cry. Let me tell you my sad story. You've heard that. You
Yes,
know,
we
I
have.
need these changes. No qualified
yes,
immunity. The Supreme Court looking at it now. No qualified immunity. No grand jury. I'd rather have that than you say you can relate to me and you like me and you knew some black people. You
yeah,
know, okay, I'm glad you knew them. Did something happen to me? Yeah, you know, I got stories I can tell you. It's not important. What about this qualified immunity? What
So
about retraining officers
if you had to tell those young people, don't stop until what?
till you die and then keep going after death?
Oh
Your
my.
daddy's still going. I
yes.
read his speeches.
That's
I
powerful.
look at him.
Wow.
I study him. He's still going. If you know
He's
how much
still
I
going.
study this man and how much impact he had on me in his education, his study, he made me
Mm.
figure out who Reinhold Niebuhr was.
Mm.
Oh
I just was
wow.
studying him. What he did, how insistent he was, that he could live 13 years in the South of that time, saying what he says, tell you something about America that's good. You
Mm.
put that same man with that message in any of these other countries with the type of fascism that we saw at that time, no
Mm.
way they're gonna make it 13 years.
That's
Yes.
true.
So you know, this
Wow.
man is. I read books, speeches. I mean, this man was a
Hmm.
profound man of study, of
He
reflection,
was.
of depth. And
Mm-hmm.
so you know, I work in his name. I listen to speeches all the time. I would just
Mm.
so he's still going. You know, in the
He
seriousness
is
of him, we tend to think of him as I have a dream. He was much deeper than that.
much
He was
deeper.
about
Much
putting
deeper.
coalitions together
Yeah.
and creating change, and he affected change. And part of
Yes.
that change is affected in us, and we here talking right now.
Yeah.
But we got to
Yes.
show we showing the intelligence that he wasn't just running out in the street hollering and screaming at an opponent that's far better armed, outnumber you 400 to 1, hollering and screaming in their face. You know, no, that's not the tactic. Coalitions got people all over the
Coalitions.
world
That's right.
with a common enemy. Identify what that enemy is and say, this is the change we all want to see.
Wow.
That's what he was doing. He was an educated and a profound man of courage and of discipline.
Yes.
And a
That's
man's
right.
life is not a joke, and it is not to be reduced to I have a dream.
Yes.
It's deeper,
That's right.
way deeper than I have a
Absolutely.
dream. It's
Absolutely.
expressed in speech after speech after speech. And in that last speech in Memphis, it's not a coincidence that he reached for mine eyes have seen the glory
Hmm.
of the coming of the Lord.
Hmm.
I saw the grandson of the great, 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 great grandson of the woman who wrote that, talking about that his mother his great, 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 great grandmother was an abolitionist. And that she
Mm.
was so much against slavery, and that he could see that vision connecting across this time of this century and something. Let's understand, we connected across this time. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I noticed
Mm-hmm.
in Atlanta when Killer Mike was talking, when they started talking, they started to evoke the Civil War, the Civil Rights Movement, talking about all them ghosts in the house. It's always present, and never forget.
Mm.
There was some white folks involved in the Civil War too, and
That's
there was some
right.
white folks involved in the Civil Rights Movement. Get your coalition together. It's not black versus white. It's black
That's
and
right.
white versus white.
Yes.
Get
That's
your
Yes.
right.
coalition
Yes.
together. It
Yes.
feels good to be tribal.
Yes.
Everybody like to sit around and talk about, yeah, we was and we gonna be in that. That's not victorious conversation.
Yeah. Yes.
Amen.
So we understand that you will be
Amen.
playing for us this
I'll play for
evening.
y'all.
Yeah. So is there anything you want to tell us about the piece that you're about to play?
No, I'm just making it up.
Oh, well, Dr. King called
Okay.
this triumphant
I
music.
make up stuff. I make
Oh,
up stuff.
well, make it up, and we're gonna disappear and leave you there.
I just play something kind of based on this little light of mine, but not really. I'm just making it up. There you go. That's a little something.
Wynton Marsalis. Wow.
Wynton
Thank you,
That's a little
sir.
something.
Marsalis.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank y'all.
That sounds like victory to me.
Yes,
Come
it
on.
does.
Let's be
Triumph.
intelligent.
Yes.
Let's be
Triumph.
focused. Let's embrace
Yes.
our
Yes.
young people. That's it.
Yes.
That's it. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
indeed.
you so much.
Don't stop.
Thank y'all so much.
Thank
Bless
you.
y'all.
right.
Thank you for
God
what
Bless
you're
you.
doing.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for what you're doing.
Yes,
Bless
ma'am.
you.
Thank
All
you.
right now.